It wasn't even, there we go. I forgot to add myself. I've just been so busy today. Talking to the dark. That's funny. Hello, Jesus is Lord. I didn't even have myself in the thing yet. Oh, I'll show up here in a few minutes. There we go. Oh my goodness. Hi, Jamie. Oh, so I'm trying to type and everything. So, wait for a few more people to get in here because I've got some things to tell. And here comes Mr. DJ.
Hey Nancy,
Hey, DJ.
how you doing?
I'm doing good. There we go. Everything's going slow today. Well, not the time. The time isn't going slow. There you go.
Uh, 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 uh,
You got anything planned for Friday?
um, I'm doing a movie night with a few of my friends on Discord.
You are?
Yeah, yeah. Mm,
That sounds like fun.
yep, it will be.
Yeah, definitely. We all need to get out and enjoy ourselves.
Yeah.
But yeah, just Anastasia's in the other room watching TV. She said, "Call me when there's more people in there." I'm like, "I just got it started. I'm not even in there
Uh,
yet."
uh, no, funny.
So, but I'll go ahead and tell y'all. Next week school starts, so I homeschool Anastasia, and with third grade this year, She has two separate classes, one math teacher and one English teacher. And so it's all starting to show up. The times Monday through Thursday,
Mm,
what time her classes are going to be online. And at one point, I know I read it as Monday through Friday. I was like, well, I'm not sure how this is going to work if this, because her afternoon class is 1 to 2. But
mm,
then it showed it's just Monday through Thursday. So I gotta give it a couple of weeks for everything to work out what it's supposed to. But if if it's Monday through Friday, I will have to change the time for our live show. It might be later. It might be a different day. So that's just like a wait
alright.
and see thing.
Turn.
But oh, she does not like school.
What kid does?
We really had a teacher last year. Oh my goodness. During one of our lives, because Class Connect is like this. It's a live session. She can see
Yeah,
the
yeah.
kids can see her. And one of the kids was doing something. She goes, "Will you shut up?" We all just kind of like, and then she muted real fast. I was like, "Oh, that was not good for the teacher to say that." And then she was yelling and everything. And then next thing I know, Class Connect ended real quick. I think
Yeah, yeah.
I think she was just overwhelmed because she had like 30 plus kids in her class.
Oof, yeah, that's too much.
So,
Mm,
and
mm,
but when I was going to school, when I went to a private Christian school, we
mm.
had 30 students in our class.
Yeah, yeah.
30, 35 all the time. And I don't know, maybe we knew better not to sit there and argue with the teacher, or we liked our teacher or something, but I don't remember that many times our teacher yelling at us all through school or saying shut up to us at all.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when I was in school, I had one class with about 60 kids. And, I mean, that was a lot there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Deanna. Hi, Big Tinies. Yeah, we just, even when she was born, when Anastasia was born, I had already told my son and daughter-in-law I'm a homeschool her. We found out my daughter-in-law was pregnant, but when she was born and they found out about the dairy allergy, I looked at them both. I'm like, I am homeschooling her, and that's just going to be it because schools, even now, they recognize the peanut allergy, an egg, and the soy. They still not recognizing the milk allergy that much. I'm like, are you kidding me? Milk is in everything.
Yeah.
So, but this is her fourth year. We do K-12,
Mm.
and it's just easy because the computer is free, the material's free,
Mm.
everything. And I told her this year it's going to be different. She goes, Nana, you say that every year. So I was like, well, this year will be different. We already talked to her homeroom teacher, which is her math teacher, and
Yeah.
she's really nice. So that makes it easier when you have a nice teacher
Nice.
and all. So hold on. Oh, man, here she go. Are you coming? Oh, see, I heard something at the door. I thought it was her.
Okay.
There we go. You want to come say hello? Was that you at the door just now? Okay, see, so I hear everything. That's DJ. Big Tiny's outdoors here. Dina's here. Jamie's here. I said Jamie. Let's see who else is here. Ashley's here, and she's going to do some show and tell. And we've been making videos all morning, and then
Nice.
Barb is here. Oh my goodness! I'm gonna let her show that. I'm not gonna say what it is.
Maybe he should know who it is.
Maybe he should know.
I think you should know who it is.
This is for you, DJ.
I kind of guessed that. Nice. Yay, Jesus. Cool. Nice.
And so we made videos today. I made videos Wednesday though. I still have to edit and put recipes too and everything. And I'm just like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I made a video yesterday that I do have to edit. Cool.
Yeah, as I, Dina, teachers make the difference.
Yep.
Dina said hello and stage with the purple hair. Barb said hello. Double Dogs Keeper said hello. allergic to people. That's what my son says, Big Tiny. He goes, I want to move to another planet. I'm allergic to people.
And
He goes, there ain't people I don't like. It's like, he goes, I don't like crowds. I don't know. I'm like,
yeah.
I really just haven't, let's see, in the last few years, and this was before 2020 happened, I just didn't go out into the mall that much because it hurts to walk. Hi, Barry. And I'm just like, even now, it's like, they went to Kings Island Wednesday before she went to school. I went, have fun and y'all enjoy because I'm not walking it again. To rent a electric wheelchair there is $60. And I'm just like, I don't think so.
Do you want to see a teddy bear?
Yeah. Hey. Yeah, that's
Exactly, Big Tiny. I understand.
Well, it evolves from a teddy bear Pokemon.
yeah. I know.
It's not that it's people, it's that people act stupid and then you sit down like, what's going on? Why am I come out here? And I was like, because for us to go to the grocery store because of her dairy allergy, and before I um, found out about mine, we had to go to several different stores. Whole Foods used to have our cheese, so they would go to Whole Foods, then Myers, and one Myers might have one thing, and the other Myers would have it, have something different. And
Yeah.
then the same thing with Kroger, and then it's like I try to explain to somebody one time, we just can't go to one store and pick up everything we need there because they don't have everything that we need there.
Yeah, I get you.
I know.
Show him.
I know.
I'm giving you some cards.
Oh, you want me to show these to him? Okay, I thought you were showing. She got more cards, so.
There's the Rose Tower.
Cool.
There's a Graveyard.
Yeah.
That's
That's a Steelix.
a Steelix.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was an EMT for 8 years, Big Tiny, and after a while, this one patient, he was a regular. Every time we got her address, they got the address, we knew exactly where we were going. And I'm just like, not again. And I'm like, how many times did the night shift have to go to her house? And they're like, several times. I'm like, I'm quite sure we would be there several times today. One time we got to the hospital, and it happened to be that it was my family physician who was the ER doctor for the day. And, transfer the patient, gave him the information. He goes, I need to talk to you. I'm like,
This
all
is
right.
a dude.
Nice.
So we went to a room where nobody else could hear us. He goes, how many times does she come here? I'm like, at least 3 times a day, and sometimes during the night, twice a day. He goes, all right, I'm going to admit her so everybody can have a break. And then we're going to run a bunch of tests and then everything.
Oh, you put
to see what's going on. So he went back in there. He goes, I want you to come with me. So we go back in there and talking. He told her, he goes, now it was like the 6th time you've been here in the last 24 hours. We're going to admit you today and we're going to run this test. And he starts naming stuff off. And she just looks at him. She goes, no, I don't think anything's wrong with me. I'm good. I want to go home now. He goes, nope, you're here now. Needless to say, for like at least a month or so, she stopped calling to go to the ER.
Uh,
Excuse me.
yeah.
You thought that character was cool? Check out this card.
Oh, nice.
It's a textured holographic card.
Oh.
Big Tiny, my son goes, it's not, all right, I want to say this right because this is how he says it. He goes, him staying home is not the safety for him, it's safety for the other people. Because he's just like, and then the drivers, he goes, I don't understand. I think drivers are bad everywhere. You just have to do your thing and just let them do their thing and just keep on going. But Tuesday, we went to the orthopedic. Some people I just don't understand, man. They get right on the tail of the tractor trailer, and I'm thinking, do you not understand that they cannot stop on a dime? They can't stop that fast.
Yeah.
And try to get in between us and that car and the tractor trailer, or they cut the front of the tractor trailer. And it's like,
Oh, there it is.
Take a breath because,
There it is. Can you show him those big cards?
Yes. And
Save this one for last.
Jesus is Lord asked you a question. Did you have fun yesterday?
I did.
That's good.
I dropped the card.
I love people. I just don't like being in public with people. The same here, Barry.
Yeah. I get you, Barry. I do. Oh, nice.
And then she wants me to show you this one.
Yeah, so you, I know that one real good.
It's called Teen Yell's Cheer.
Teen Yell's Cheer.
Yeah.
Why not fabricate at times? How? Yep. Yeah. Everybody does that now. I want to go do this. I want to go do that, and then they just make people paranoid sometimes for no reason at all. I mean, I don't go in. I refuse to wear a mask.
Yeah.
I found it, Chan.
When they first started with all that and everything, and then when it was mandatory, and they said you couldn't go in the store unless you had one on. I'm like, I'll stay home and order from home. Don't bother me. They just drop it off at the door, and I just go pick it up.
Alright.
You know, and I was like, and then that's when the delivery people they start getting hired at the grocery stores and everything. And that's what people start doing.
Show him the Hypno Chan.
All right. Jesus is Lord says, where did you go and what did you do? What did you eat? She needs all the details. She's writing a book.
Oh.
So where did you go?
We went to Kings Island.
And then
we went on water slides at Silk City. At Kings Island, Silk City, we went on a water thing, and two other people were joining us on the water thing. And we were wearing Crocs. We were smart. We were wearing Crocs. The other two were wearing socks and sneakers, and nobody likes wet socks.
What?
And there was this giant rat. We ate some fries for lunch. Daddy dipped frying his honey mustard and then dipped it in my ketchup. So I tried his honey mustard. I liked it, so I went over there and got me a honey mustard packet.
Why?
And then we got some things at the Snoopy Boutique. The Snoopy Boutique is in Planet Snoopy, which is in the Kings Island Park. Planet Snoopy is Kings Island Kids Safe. Like Kids Safe Swings, Kids Safe Drop Zone.
Mm-hmm.
and the swings and the drop zone, roller
Cool.
coaster.
Yeah, roller coasters too. But we didn't go on the roller coasters.
You didn't go on the roller coasters?
This giant raft was me, mommy, and dad could all sit in it, and there were handles on the outside of the raft and the inside of the raft. I hold on to the side, and we went.
Nice.
Yeah, King's Island was nice. And I was so glad that they had Snoopy as a theme park.
Yes, me too.
Hmm.
There, that was cool. And then,
Cool.
hey, talking about that, Barry, we had something throughout the year because well, they don't work there anymore. I can say the name. My son and daughter-in-law worked at Honeywell, and they had one guy that had it there, and he was gone for a month. Then he came back. Then he always coughs before the
Mm.
thing happened, but he wouldn't wear that mask, and if he did, he cough, pull it down, cough, and everything. And it's like they didn't take care of nobody. Honeywell is not a great place to work, not like it used to be. And then,
Alright.
I thought I told you to show him the hippo chant.
oh, okay, hold on. So
She did.
she did.
Oh,
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Yeah, you already sent me that one. Yeah.
yeah, that's my hippo chant card.
Yeah.
So they were around people, and Honeywell would not send people home if they were sick at all.
Uh, what?
So it was bad. And then they
Uh,
finally went somewhere else that was closer to home, and they were mandatory about the vaccine and everything. So
yeah.
so my son and daughter-in-law ended up with getting the vaccine, their first shot, but they never got the booster shot. And
Hmm.
when they worked at Honeywell, they would drink a hot toddy and take a shot or something every night, whiskey, whatever it was, and whatever they got only lasted 2 days. So I don't know if they really got it, but I think I had a touch of something because I lost smell and taste for a few
Mm.
days, and then it went away. Special, they had to shock my heart to reset. Oh my goodness. What did I miss?
Mm.
Big Tiny, did you have the sickness?
Hey, somebody's never been to King Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. Um, and if you plan on going multiple times during the summer, it's better to get the season pass because then they have stuff at Halloween and they got a Christmas theme going on that
Nice.
I would like to do.
The Kids Safe drop zone is the kite eating tree.
Kite eating tree.
And
Cool.
the Kids Safe swings and plants Snoopy is Charlie Brown throwing the baseball.
Nice.
Oh, that's nice.
This ball.
Oh my goodness. Oh, AFib. Oh my goodness. My goodness gracious, Tiny.
Mm.
Well, I'm glad you made it through it. I know
Yeah.
that AFib stuff. It's not fun. Hello, Mr. Sammy.
Hello.
Yeah. Hey, Sam.
I thought someone. I know. I'm allergic to all narcotics, so um last time I had some because of an accident, I was like, oh, not thinking I can have 2 Percocets. Yeah, no. Mm-mm. My son I live with, he watched me flatline. He goes, they kept saying a minute and a half. He goes, no, you were gone for 3 minutes.
Oof.
They got me back. So, yeah, every time I go to the doctor or to go to the hospital, that's the first thing that comes out of my mouth. I am allergic to all narcotics. Don't give me any medicine, period.
Uh,
And I'm just like, I kind of don't trust them not to give it to me.
yeah.
I went to Kings Island back when I was relatively new. I was just living outside of Cincinnati at the time. That is cool, Barry.
Right.
I say, and this is kind of slow. They put me. I said they were shot in my heart, and I would wake up in a few hours.
Here's a tater.
Wow. Yeah, I remember.
That's a tater.
Yeah. Cool. Teddy Okra.
I remember waking up and have a lady yelling in my ear, and somebody doing chest compressions. And I'm like, why are you waking me up out of my dream? And I look, and there's 12 people around my bed. Here, and the doctor goes, yeah, she's back. She's awake. She's alert. We got her back. It's like, what do you mean you got me back? But that's something. I thought I was dreaming. To me, I wasn't a dream.
Yeah, well.
But they said, my son goes, no, Mom, you flatline. I'm just like, no, I didn't. I still didn't believe him until someone showed me the strip. So, but that doctor in the hospital said, nope, no narcotics for you, prescription or otherwise. Like, okay, I got that idea.
Yeah.
You don't ever go back to pricing crowded. Actually, when they went Wednesday, they said there was no crowds. There was people there, but not crowded like it normally would be.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's getting towards the end of summer, so might be less people.
Oh yeah. Well, the college kids have gone back, and everybody's getting ready for school. So
Yeah, yeah.
one Percocet can make me one sick, especially if taken on an empty stomach. I was eating Burger King because I was hungry, and a friend of the family and my other son bought me Burger King. I was eating, but yeah, no, my body decided, no, we don't want this medicine. So, boy, they wrong. He shocked me, and I shocked them. I was like, what the was that? Ouch. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
They think they put people under, and sometimes that don't work. You weren't supposed to wake up for hours. Because that's what they go by when the anesthesiologists and all, they go by what the book was normal. But everybody doesn't go by normal. They shouldn't go by what this other person do. Everybody's different.
You know a fun fact? I once got my daddy a almost $2,200 shiny Diamax hang on. I once got my daddy
Hey, Tom.
$200 shiny Diamax Charizard card.
Cool.
Hey, Tom. Oh, that's good. I know everybody. I'm not going to be on here very long today because, oh my goodness, I at least 10 videos that I've got to sit there and edit and post. In the last video, I'm like, well, my goal is to try to do as many videos Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then have them post throughout the week. That's
Nice.
a goal. Whether that works out, that's a different story.
Yeah.
But I did want to come, do the live today and everything because, like I said, I don't know with her starting school next week if I'm going to keep the same time on Fridays or if the time will change or the day will change because,
Yeah.
And when we first started doing K-12, I told them every year, what can we change? A couple of weeks before school starts, let people know what their schedule is going to be like so we can plan for other things.
Mm.
No, they're still doing the same thing.
Yeah.
All
Of
right.
course. Mm.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that stuff is some
Mm.
bad medicine because I know Big Tiny, it can sit there and make some pass out and make other people do other
Mm.
kind of things.
Mm.
But what you got now? Do you have a book? She got a book. This
Nice.
girl finally likes to read. Hallelujah.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. We used to, when she was learning to read, she didn't mind learning how to read. She just don't like pick up the book to read and everything. But now
Yeah.
she's got some stuff that interests her. So she.
I'm
Mm.
really interested in these in these unicorn books. It's called Phoebe and Her Unicorn, and they go on like adventures together.
Nice.
I mean, they're not really like adventures, just like, well, this is book two. This is book two.
Mm.
This is book two. And there's also a rainy day unicorn fun, with one 120 magical puzzles.
Cool.
I'm keeping my eye out for more unicorn books like this.
Cool.
Now, if you don't mind me, I'm going to go back to Mommy and Daddy's room and read this.
Okay. Well, Annie makes me want to sing old Michael Jackson song. Oh yeah, the old songs are better. Can you come do me a favor? I think Sherry did. Either shut their door or shut my door. You want to shut my door or y'all their door? Thank you.
Oh wait, I also have a game. I have a dress up game on my DS. I have to do. Okay.
Okay. Because she's watching a different YouTube channel, but she likes the volume up. And I'm like, you got to turn the volume down. I'm like, because I don't want them to,
Yeah.
cross over to here.
Yeah. I get it.
Hey, fishes and loaves.
Yeah.
Cleaning and listening. Yes, that's what we all do because that's like,
Yeah.
and I want to say, I try to watch as much as I possibly can of every channel because sometimes I'll sit there and just let it because I've got this and another phone I can
Mm.
let it run, especially when somebody's trying to get their hours or whatever. But I'm
Yeah.
just like something pops up like, oh yeah, I want to watch that video, or then I forget about it. I'm like, so what I've been doing is putting in my watch later. But I'm
Yeah.
just like, I was talking to a couple of days ago. Was talking about I need to make a list and each day have a different genre of channels that I watch.
I'm going to play with tofu, but
What do you tell me about that?
okay.
Because I'm going to the bathroom.
I'm going to the bathroom.
Oh goodness, she's so funny.
Is there anything that wanted to know about what I did Wednesday when I went to King Time with Mommy and Daddy? Yes, there's a video that tells you okay?
Yes, she made a video that she tells everything. I think I've already posted it, but she tells everything they did in that video.
Cool. Mm.
Oh yeah, we had Junie B. Jones books also. I think we got the first set of Junie B. Jones.
Mm.
You've been hit by your been struck by a smooth criminal. There you
Yeah. Mm.
exactly, Jamie. I sit there and I'll sit here and with especially on the laptop, I can like 4 tabs or 5 tabs open. I've got different channels going and I'll just listen to each one, type something in. While I'm crocheting or something or another because
Mm.
I was like, when I sit downstairs and do a cooking video, y'all see me now. I'm sitting in a chair. Get up, sit down. Get up and sit down. And it's been
Yeah.
my hip just locks, and I'm just like. The other day, my son goes, "Aren't you supposed to be sitting down?" I'm like, "If I sit too long, I can't get up. If I stand too long, I can't sit down."
Yeah.
And, oh, overwhelming, yes. Okay.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, I know. So I just did a quick video. It's probably about like 7 minutes long. I'll post that later. But could I borrow a little of your could I borrow a little of your time? Anytime, Big Tiny, you can borrow some time from me.
Uh,
So I went to the orthopedic Tuesday and he said that there are 3 things going on. He goes, the middle of my back, which I told him, and I've told everybody, every single doctor, the same thing. The middle of my back, I can feel the bones, those discs or whatever, slipping in and out. That
mm.
wakes me up in the middle of the night. Then I have my lower back that hurts, and then my hip. And he goes, there are 3 separate things going on with you. He goes, and I'm quite sure you already know that. He goes, could one be affecting the other? He goes, he doesn't think so. He thinks the hip and the back are separate.
Uh,
Need 1,000 hours to watch, Jen? I'll do it on this.
uh, no. Mm.
I'll plug it in. I'll just let it run. It's so funny. So now he goes, he does see arthritis in my hip. And
Mm.
what he's sending me to get a shot in my hip to help with that. Because
Mm.
not right now, he goes, but further down the road, you'll probably need a hip replacement. Wonderful. Which I kind of figured it was.
Yeah.
But that's where I'm at right now. So in September, I'll go see the doctor for the shot for my hip. And then while we were sitting there, he goes, do you want a second opinion? And I looked at my son, and before I could say anything, my son goes, yes, we want a second opinion. So the doctor that's doing the shot also does backs.
Mm.
So that's going to be my second opinion for my back. So I figured at least we're going in the right direction instead of just, oh, it's just arthritis or it's just a infringed pinched nerve and here's some medicine and this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
The shot in my back didn't work, so I canceled the other shot. And I think this orthopedic and my son were kind of like on the same thing, that the damage is already done so bad that there's nothing that really none of them can do
Mm-hmm.
except just to see how far the damage is. I'm like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
guess I'll just take Motrin all day long.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, that's what I did. I took Motrin by the what the label said for 3 days, and my pain levels went down. But the pain level goes down, but all the stuff is still there.
Mm-hmm.
So when you stop
Yeah.
exercising, the pain level goes back up.
Yeah.
But I told my family physician, if I could get the fibromyalgia to stop hurting, I'm good. I can handle the rest of the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He looked at me. He goes, "Your fibromyalgia has nothing to do with your back and your hip and all hurting." I'm like, "Yeah, I know that, but the fibromyalgia is your muscles and different pressure points on your body. Once that stops hurting, I can handle the other pain." It's okay, fishes and lows.
Yep.
I say your name is Glenda. I know people more about channel names than I do names, unless they put their name up there, like you do, DJ. And I'm just like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I was that way when I worked at GNC. I knew people by the products they purchased more than I knew by their names.
Yeah.
Oh, so I try to call people by their names. I'm like, I'm gonna end up saying something wrong. Just forget it.
Yeah. And the only reason I come up with my name is because I want the connection between us to be more personal than just Carol. So yeah.
Exactly. And well, we all do that. We always, we start with a channel name and then we introduce ourselves and
Yep.
everything. So, um, but when I started the channel, it was called Ash's Treasure, because it was Anastasia's initials and treasure, because she's a
Yeah.
treasure. And then I changed it to Our Treasure Home because I was doing other things more than just with her. And so
Yeah.
I, I for a long time, it was funny because every time I would go into Teresa and Lee is Stringfield Ridge Farm. And every time I would go in there or go into somebody's channel or live, they would call me Ashley or Ash and everything. I'm trying to sit there and say, my name is Nancy. So when I changed
Yeah.
over, Teresa goes, well, maybe her name's not Ash after all.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
kept laughing. I was like, no, it's Nancy.
Yeah.
But that's fine. To me, I can go by Nancy, what my channel name, whatever.
Yeah.
Anastasia, you better call her Anastasia, especially if it's a teacher, because she ain't gonna answer you no other way.
You, yeah.
That's
I
Go ahead,
I
DJ.
I knew an Anastasia in school, and so she would want me to call any other name except her name. So yeah, she would always say, "Oh, my name is whatever name she picked that day." So
Oh
yeah,
my goodness.
yeah, I can't even tell you how many names she said. So, yeah.
Oh my goodness. I understand because we had a girl in my class that did that. Her legal name was such and such, and she didn't like that name, so she changed it. You just call me this.
Yeah, but I mean, this wasn't just, oh, call me just one name. It was a plethora of names. So, yeah, it was different every day.
She just want to keep all y'all thinking.
Yeah, but we told her, hey, we have to call you by this name because it's your legal name, sir.
Yeah.
But I will admit, I'm talking about in a class where everyone has disabilities and, not, she wasn't on the level most people are on. So,
That's understandable.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, 'cause, my oldest sister was born with cerebral palsy, and it affected more her physically, some emotionally. She did finish high school and everything, and she was smart, but her physically, there was a lot of things that she couldn't do.
yeah. And then know if you got this from me, but I do have several palsy myself, and it's all physical with me. So,
Hmm.
yeah, I get that.
Oh yes. So as far as when growing up and everything, to me that was just normal. To me she was normal. I didn't treat her no different than anybody else.
Yeah, I get that, but you know, just to think over the past 50 some odd years, a lot has changed in that area of society because, I mean, you could tell me about the N word, but when you were a kid, having a disability wasn't normal. So,
Yes. Oh yes. In the last like you said, 15 to 20 years,
yeah,
of disability, when you said somebody was disabled, that was like a hush hush thing. You didn't
yeah,
say that, that person has this or this. And over the years, that's changed because, let's see, I grew up in the 70s. So, and a lot
mm,
of people will probably understand what I'm talking about. There were things you just didn't talk about because it was a hush hush thing. That's like, for example, someone had a baby that won't married. That was you shamed the family. Nobody talked about it and
yeah, yeah,
stuff. And now that that's changed
yeah,
and all. And if someone had a drinking problem or some other kind of problem, it was a hush hush thing in the family and it swept under the rug. And it's like, people need to talk about it. You need to know what happened. So, and other things like that has changed.
yeah,
Don't make the person feel bad or ashamed about it. There's things that it's life. Everybody goes something through something. And that's
yeah,
what I love about this because we all support each other no matter what. I got
yeah,
people. emailing me, texting me, Nancy, pray for me. I don't mind at all. You need prayer, you let me know. I will. I'm up there, right there. I have a list. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, this right here is my prayer list, and every time I'm in somebody else's channel, somebody has a prayer. It gets written down.
Nice. Yeah, I get.
Summertime Rita just got fishes on my list in waste of a good fried green tomato. Oh my goodness gracious. And eight fishes alive, I totally agree. And to me, a doctor doesn't know your body. But as soon as if they got something that you had, they would know exactly how you feel. Because some of them don't know a thing or two.
Yeah. Alright, Nancy, I'm gonna get off. It was nice talking to you.
Good talking to you too, DJ. You have a great afternoon.
You too.
Alrighty. So I was trying to get this to come up. Alright. You saw my worm to be sent to the devil down my drain. Big tiny. Thanks for watching. Proper plants due to be stuck growing worms and stuff. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, I didn't do a garden this year. I think the Lord was just like, I went to go try to do something. I was like, nope. But we did plant, I think I told everybody about a month ago, in a station I planted a cosmic tomato. I think it's finally gotten this tall. I'm like, well, if it will do something, it will do something. If not, then it won't. But yeah, that's what's been going on. And that's what the doctor said. And I was like, yeah. Well, I told him about my hip, and I was like, I go to get up. I was like, if I'm sit too long this way, leaning, and I go to get up, it catches. And all he goes, yeah, that's your hip with the groin area. He goes, the other stuff that you talked about, that's your back. I'm like, well, yeah. I found myself, no joke, because that's what I've been trying to tell everybody, and finally somebody listened. You know. So, and then other projects are going on. I'm crocheting. I got this one. I did. This one's gonna be orange and black. I think it's downstairs still. And then a canning mat. It's like a tan and brown or a light brown and dark brown. So just starting to. Yeah, everybody has had a different thing of seeds with gardening. Some people have done great, some and in the same area. So, like in Georgia, I know some people didn't do well, and some people did, and it's like in the same state. That's just weird. And then the same way with all over the states, everybody's just different. Yeah, those suckers. I don't ever remember about hornworms when I was growing up. Hearing about my parents talking about, or my grandparents, So my mom's mom lived with my mom's sister and her husband. So I don't remember them talking about having hornworms or anything. I think we had the most problems I had was a gopher. But as far as bugs go, I don't remember that. Because I know, talks about that, and I've seen videos and everything. And it's like, I don't remember seeing those bugs those many years ago. Yeah, it was, yeah. Yes, it is. Fibromyalgia is a double whammy storm. That drives me. I watched the other videos for a moment of 2 minutes. It's called information overload. My mom used to say that. She used to say, see, I still can't remember. Not old people things. It was just something else she called it. And I told her, I said, no, it's called information overload because that was the late 80s and everything. The computers starting to come out and it's a great time to waste supervisors. The potential doom warnings are everywhere. It's about organics. Oh, well, the regular food costs just as much as the organic. And now the regular price is the organic food price, and the organic food price has gone up. I'm just like, that's just too much. Just too much. With my neck and up back. As for gardening, soil and microclimates plus warning schedules can cause that, plus a good or bad seed genetics. Yeah. Now that's why I do container gardening because I have it where now I can sit the container up higher and work, and then Anastasia could put it down lower for me. But I was waiting for soil to go on sale, and that just like it never happened. And it's like, well, I guess it just wasn't meant to be this year. But I still have my seeds. Today I was, woo, awesome, Big Tiny. On that note, this what irritates me. Shorts were started by creators 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. We creators started that. And it all started, I was like, I forgot really who the channel started with. But they started it and then challenged somebody else to do it. And that challenge kept going and going and going. And so we all start doing it. Then that's when, because that was when shorts would help you get viewers and watch hours and everything else. And then, I guess they caught on to it and they figured out, oh, let's change this up, what they can and cannot do. But shorts was created by us creators about, I would say 3 to 4 years ago, because that was right before my hands got really bad. So yeah, I would say it was at least 2018, 2019, because it started with one channel. They did it and they challenged somebody else and they started challenging somebody else and they kept on and on and on. We all did it and we got watch hours and everything else for it. Oh, geez. Learn about permaculture. Yeah, a lot of people are doing that too. It is cheaper to eat junk food than healthy food. And that's why I don't understand. Oh my goodness. Yep. The way you got that right. No matter what way you try anything, it's cheaper to eat junk food than trying to eat healthy food. But I know that um, last year that I had tortillas however you say it. I'm not tongue tied. Um, and we had cherry tomatoes, but I bought that from the not the grocery store, from like um, Menards. And for 2 years now, I bought it from the store, from, whether it would be Lowe's, Menards, or whatever, and only got maybe 20 the whole time, the whole season. I was like, I am not doing that from now. I'll get seeds and do it. Um, Okra, I got like 5 or 6 okra from my okra plant. Then I was doing Brussels sprouts and something got a hold of that. And I don't care how much I tried to fix it, it wasn't. So that died. What did well was my flowers, nasturtiums. I did evening primrose. Now that's sucker. I have some videos about my evening primrose. That thing was fantastic. I missed it this year. I have a book. They made all their own stuff, pest control and fertilizer. Yes, that's right. And they talk about these third world countries, how bad off they are. I wonder because they know how to make all that stuff themselves and they're still surviving. TikTok. Not cheaper and you buy it eventually. Yeah. 2 cases of ramen, 2 cases of ravioli. In my preps, I have 4 cases, but life happened and I got hungry. Now, I will say, overall, if it came down to it, there you go. If it came down to it, we have at least, I'm trying to think, at least a good 4 or 5 months supply if it came down to it. So it's not like we don't have stuff. We do have stuff. And they have stuff they can eat. I have stuff I can eat because the stuff they have, I can't. We do have. Hey, Chef Boyardee finally came out with dairy-free ravioli. And then when everybody started buying that, they stopped making it. You know? But I did say that how one of that because of the pandemic, there were a lot of companies that came out with dairy-free foods, and Pillsbury is one of them because their rolls and their pizza dough and everything used to have dairy in it all the time. And then they last year at this time they came out with the dairy-free. They made it with no dairy in it. But I'm telling you, when you go look at those labels, oh my goodness, yeah, the regular words that we can't pronounce or whatever. But the stuff that has milk in it is unbelievable, especially bread. Now, I don't know about y'all, but my grandma used to make homemade rolls and stuff and everything all the time. Not once, except when she wanted to make it, but not once did she ever use milk for her breads, her rolls. And I said it was a buttermilk recipe specifically for a buttermilk biscuit or something like that. Other than that milk was, I don't want to say a commodity, but even back then in the 70s and all, you didn't use milk unless you was going to make cereal. And yep, I got box things just gluten free. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was doing today. I had to remake the watermelon jelly because, yeah, I made a mistake on that. So I found I had liquid that I had, and I was been keeping it, saving it. And I was like, well, this is a good time to use it. So I redid that. So now I just gotta wait and see till tomorrow if it did what it was supposed to be doing. Hey, you live and learn. You gotta, try and see if it works. If it doesn't work, you start all over again. So I did three. I have 3 pints of watermelon jam, jelly, preserves, however you want to say it, and one blueberry. Because I put 4 jars in there. I was like, I don't think this is gonna make 4 jars, maybe 3. So I gotta figure something else to use this jar. So I used my blueberries. Yeah, definitely. I've got um, ground turkey because it makes it look like turkey. Ground beef, but it's ground turkey. I've got that thawing. I'll probably use one package, and I'm going to can one package just because. What would we do without cereal if we were down to powdered milk? Oh my gosh, I used to hate that powdered milk. My mom would buy that stuff, and we would just ask her why. You know, back they grew up in during the Great Depression. That's what they had was powdered milk because she's like, you don't have to. It's shelf stable. It doesn't go bad, and you only use what you need. We don't like it. Well, not one bit. What I would like to do is learn how to. I like to grow some corn and dry it out and make my own cornmeal instead, just to see if I can do it. Carnation Dry Milk. Yep. Yeah, that's what it always used to be. Was just carnation in the stores. Because we're talking about going to the grocery stores. Back in the 70s, I remember. Let's see here. So my mom started work at the grocery store at 73. I was 4, and it wasn't in big stores. They didn't have that much, but the store she worked at was locally owned and operated. They had their own farm. They grew their own beef and stuff. They grew their own vegetables and all. So, of course, summer was really great because you had fresh corn and stuff. But then I was like, canned food has just really started to come out and everything. And of course, there was the TV dinners, which we didn't eat a lot. That was just like a TV dinner was a special thing. It's like that was a top deal if you had a TV dinner that night, like a Friday night or something, because those were expensive to us medium class family. So, but everything was in the garden, and that's what I remember. I don't remember as if we have like a spring garden and a fall garden. I think they kind of like, I know towards the end of summer they would grow like black eyed peas and the pumpkins and stuff like that, but they never named it whether it was spring or summer or fall garden, whatever. They just grew it. But yeah, I remember bread was 35 cents a loaf. I'll never forget that because we used to get it's called U crops, and they don't not longer around.
I got my DS here. I'm playing a dress up game. I won.
You won.
I won a fashion contest. Plus the outfit.
It was. You want to show them now? I don't know how well that will show up. My day started going back to
right there.
Milk too. Never thought it would have reminded him of his childhood. I know. The canned milk was the first coffee mate. Yes. Yeah, TV dinners are expensive now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, she is hilarious. We'll sit there and I'm sitting there trying to concentrate on something and she'll just nana and I'm like, yeah. She goes, look at me and I'll just look at her and she does something. I'm just like, or I'm trying to read, or here's the best part. Here is the best part. She be playing her game. Her mom be sitting there knitting, and her mom knits. Her mom taught her watched videos and taught herself how to knit. As long as her mom is not doing anything, wasn't knitting, paying attention to anything else, and stay well, her mom will pick up the knitting or pick up her game thing to play, and stage is going, Mom, Mom, Mom. It is hilarious. So she does the same thing. I sit there as soon if I'm just sitting here and she's over there playing with Legos and everything, minding her own business. I pick up a book or go to watch a put this in so she has a TV on watching a movie and I go to sit there and I watch something else. I don't know if she thinks I'm not paying attention to her mom, and because she's just over there by, doing her thing. I got to do my thing. Nana, it's just so funny. I'm like, yes. Did you hear what I said? And I'll repeat right back to her what she said. I said, I heard you. I, somebody's asking me a question. I got to answer them too. She's just so funny. All right, fishes and love. You have a good afternoon. Take care. Thank you. And you have a blessed day too. And it is 4:08. Oh goodness, I'm ready for a nap. I don't know about y'all. That's just, I don't know. I still say it started all in kindergarten. They trained us for a year at a certain time in the afternoon. You lay down and took a nap so the teachers could have time to themselves. And then they got you into a routine. So now in the afternoon, you want to lay down and take a nap. So, but yeah, I got a bunch of videos I've got to edit and be putting out throughout the whole week so that, I'm not going to do it all in one day. That's just overload. Not only for me, overload for y'all. And then we have a mail call we have to do because there's some things that I won that I got in the mail. And then just some things I ordered that came in the mail. And I want to show y'all what that is. I was like, oh, what's an app? What is an app? You speak like a grasshopper. An app does. Whether it's a minute or 5 minutes. Sometimes, and that depends on my body. Sometimes my naps, I can lay down in 5 minutes, I'm good to go. Sometimes it's 30 minutes. Sometimes it's like 2 hours. I'm like, what in the world? But I know that fibromyalgia that does that because the brain fog and everything. And then when you lay down, your body's resting and it's like recharged to go on. So, yeah. She's in the other room. Hi, Samantha. Hoorah! There's Double Dog. I had some friends that were in the Marines. It was so funny because this was like 1989, 1990 and everything. And we had a friend, he went to boot camp and came back. I mean, he was so totally different. His, with this haircut and everything. And every time he saw us, that's all he greeted us every time he saw us. Hurrah! And I was just like, okay, here we go. And I would just say something smart with the Army. And it's like, well, you got what you got. So I was like, everybody goes, I'm an army brat. My dad was in the army. I think I said that in the video, and I don't think I've posted that video yet. I would love to sleep like my brother. He'll say, I'm going to take a nap. Uh oh. Yeah, I I was the only one that asked my dad about what he did in the army and what the war was like. He told me and everything. And one day we were sitting out there in the front porch, and he was telling me about the stuff he was doing in the army. My mom goes, "You ain't supposed to never talk about that." And I just looked at her. I'm like, "That was part of his life." She goes, "I don't want to know about it." I'm like, "Well, I do." Yeah. But then we didn't talk about much. I was about 10 when that happened, but he showed me the different marches that they did. He still knew every single one of them, and I was impressed about that. But he was in the Korean War, and he said, I always say it wrong, but Signal Corps. I say Corps, whatever it is. But he was telling me about being on the telephone pole, and as high as he was, he could sit there and see where the guys were fighting and everything. And I'm not gonna say if somebody else wants to know what he saw. I'll tell you personally, but yeah, it's never good. But he enjoyed it, and he said he liked being in Korea. He goes, they went to Seoul, the capital. They when they go on leave, and they went to the city and everything. He had fun. He goes, there was a lot, nice people there and everything. And he goes, he would have liked to go back and visit one day, but he never got that chance. But yeah, my aunt, uncles, I won't say aunts and uncles. I had an aunt, and Aunt Nancy was in one of the services at one time. Yes, I have Aunt Nancy and Aunt Elizabeth. So, I have, I was like, I had uncles that was in the Navy, cousin in Marines, and cousins in the Navy, a cousin in the Air Force, another uncle in the Army when my dad was in the Army. And yeah, I was trying to make sure that because I had StreamYard pinned in there. But anyway, yeah, I have an uncle. His name was Uncle Bale, and he had and another uncle. They had tattoos and everything. And my Uncle Bell, he had a tattoo of a girl on his arm. So that he flexes his muscles, the girl would move. I was just he was so funny. He was the shortest one of the whole bunch. Let's see, their mom was like 4'9", their dad was 6'5" or something like that. And my Uncle Bill got the shortest of the stick. He was the shortest one of everybody. He was just tall. He was like 5'4", 5'3", 5'4", because him and I came eye to eye, and we would just laugh. We, those were, we talk about the good. It's good to remember the good old days too. And hold on, let me get Anastasia. Baby girl, hey, come here. She was playing her game.
What is it?
Somebody came in the room. Well, they in the but there and came up. What's that name?
Devil dog.
So say oorah.
Hoorah!
There we go.
Hoorah! Hoorah! Hoorah!
So what else you doing today?
I'm just in mommy and daddy's room.
You're just in mommy and daddy's room?
Mm-hmm.
Still? Okay. There we go. All right, well, let's see. Nina. Nina's her name. Alrighty, you take care and have a good day and have a blessed day. Is that right? So we're going to make a video about her stuffies.
Right now?
No, not right now. We will do a video about all her stuffies.
Not really all of them.
Why not?
There's some I don't want to go digging for.
It's something you don't want to go digging for.
Do we have to show them all the stuffies?
Well, we can break it up into different videos.
Okay.
Okay. She's got like hundreds. Well, not 100. At least 100 stuffies.
Maybe even more than 100.
We haven't counted them. But yeah. Because there's a net over here. Over that way. Not that way. This way. The one of those nets that sit in the corner, you put in the corner, that's full. It's like overflowing. She's doing something real quick.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, alrighty. So, other things we've done, we did some arts and crafts. She made a nice little...
Pick clouds.
The clouds.
Pick clouds.
My
name is Charlie. My cloud's name is Charlie.
I named mine Lucy. Yes, we're big Charlie Brown fans. Thinking about Charlie Brown. Do y'all remember something about when the first Charlie Brown special came on? It was in the 1960s. It was before I was born. But however, I do remember when they showed the Charlie Brown Christmas. That has still have been my favorite one this whole time. I love Charlie Brown Christmas. And we got it on DVD because you just never know. What are you doing?
Something.
Oh, okay. That's where all her Legos are at. It was over there on her table. And she takes the carton and she hit so she can have to see all her Legos. They were all in a tote. Not no more. That's a genius at work. She has them all over that table. Well, about 3 feet wide and long and 2 feet wide. And that's a nice size desk over there. And the Legos are all piled up. But I was just like, that's good. Because she can sit there and see what she has and make whatever she needs to make.
We're planning on starting a game called D&D. We're planning on starting doing a game called D&D.
I don't agree with that, but I'm not her mom and dad.
And it's really called Dungeons and Dragons. And we watched this YouTube channel called Man Shorts. They do different D&D editions.
I have no control over that, yeah, guys.
And stories. He's and making stuff up. So I'm gonna be the DM, which is the dungeon master, and the
Okay.
dungeon.
There we go. I'm sorry.
And the dungeon master.
No, we don't need no more information.
But
We're good. No, we're good.
Dice.
Hi, Hale, Chicken Ranch. Taking a break from your pears. I hear ya. I said I made bread this morning. I did the watermelon jam, jelly, however, blueberries. Let's see, I made a list of essential oils that I have. And then what else? Oh, I have a list. You know, I got some of it done. Some that I haven't gotten done.
And the DM is the one that makes the additions.
Okay. Okay. Makes the additions.
It's also on my D&D dice. You can show them that.
No, we're not going to show that. All right, Big Tiny. I'm going. Gotta get my orders and people buying my deal. Cool. That. All right, we'll see you later.
See you later.
All righty. And I think, what are you doing?
Mini dice.
Mini dice. Okay, we're not going to show that.
Oh, I was going to show them how tiny they are.
You want to show? All right, show them how tiny they are.
Hang on. I'm getting a normal sized one out.
All right.
This is a normal size dice. And this is a mini size dice.
All righty. That looks good. All righty. Everybody, it has been fun. Thank y'all for stopping by. If you have a prayer request, type it in or leave it on the community tab. See, okay.
It was just the popcorn.
You're getting me. Just the popcorn. We have popcorn?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Tarsha.
Tarsha, how you doing?
Bird yacht. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, it took me forever, I felt like, to learn how to play the Yahtzee. I still sometimes cannot get the hang of that game. Game. Oh my goodness. Game.
You're doing great.
I'm doing what?
You're doing great.
I'm doing great. Oh, okay. I'm doing great. All right. So, and then we're talking about games. Now, I remember growing up, we had a game called Parcheesi. I love that game. And I had one of the original ones that my mom got me. That was the best game to play. I loved it. I mean, we always played that. Then we had Monopoly. And then, let's see what else. Then one year for Christmas, I got the game Simon. It's round, it has that pattern, the red, blue, yellow, and green buttons. I used to sit in my closet and play that game because it was the darkest place in the house. Couldn't play at nighttime because everybody was asleep. So I go in the closets, close the door, and play the game. Then we had my mom got me one year. It was called oh my goodness gracious. Again? Yeah, yeah. It's by Texas Instruments. I know who made it. The Little Professor. It was a calculator, but it had games on there with for math and stuff. So I love that thing. Um, I think my cousin had Mousetrap, and we tried to play that thing. Didn't realize that it was played as you built stuff up. You build it as you went along. So we kind of didn't play that um, much. And then Trivial Pursuit came out. My best friend and I, she lived 5 from me. We would play that game all the time, but especially in the winter time. And it had boxes were like about this wide for a box and had all the cards in it. We still never could get through. There was 2 boxes. We never got through 2 of those boxes. We always one box. We got halfway through half of it. And one day we just sat there and we decided, well, we're just going to look at these cards and see what the questions were. And we looked at each other and like, we should second box first. Those cards were easier. But yeah, I think I still have that original game. I think so. But then, we got Uno. Oh yeah, we used to play Uno all the time. Now Uno has all kinds of ways you can play Uno. Tasha asked, how are you? She said, hi, Anastasia, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
She's so funny. How you doing? And she was born in Ohio. I am from Virginia. My son and I are from Virginia. And her mom's from Ohio. And both her and her mom were born in Ohio. So yes, I laugh when I talk. I have a southern accent now. It depends on where I go. When I lived in South Carolina, they told me northern accent. I'm like, no, I don't. And then they found that I wasn't from Virginia. I'm like, yes, I am. I went to New York in 98, 99. Me and my sons went up to New York, and boy, they were like, you're not from here. I'm like, no, I'm not. They're like, you really Southern. I'm like, yes, I am. I'm from Virginia. So they teased me up there in New York. But I like New York people talk. It's different. Everybody, that's so funny because everybody in America talks differently. Different slangs and different ways you say words and everything. I can't help it. I'm going to try not to laugh when I tell y'all this. All right, I'm going to spell the word Creek. Everybody knows what that says. It is creek. Going down to the creek. What does your mom say?
Crick.
I love it. Her mom calls it the creek. I'm like, it's not a creek. It's a creek.
I know you call it a creek. My mommy and daddy call it a creek. A crick.
So now she's got my son saying it, and I'm like, every time she says, I must going through the creek, creek. I'm like, you mean the creek? And she just looks at me, and I just laugh. I'm just like, I can't help it because My mom would do the same thing. She, especially idea, idea. There's no R in it, and my mom would go, "That idea." I'm like, "It's idea, not idea." But it's just like it's how you grew up and what you heard people saying and everything. And I was like, "Oh my goodness, it's hilarious." Oh my gosh. Because I hear myself saying words and I'm just like, I don't say it like that, or do I? And I'm just like, oh, if somebody has a question on what I said, please ask because my jaw got, I don't know what happened to my jaw. Last September, I went to bed. I was fine. I woke up and my whole jaw is off centered. I'm like, how in the world did that happen? I don't know if it could happen in my sleep or not. But now my mom, you're talking funny. I'm like, no, my jaw is off and I can't get it to go back right. And I'm just like, I know Anastasia and I were playing one day and she came up and she hit me in the jaw. Accident. I was like, that was not enough force for her to knock my jaw out of line. It's like I was in a fight and somebody clocked me and it wasn't even in a fight. So I don't know what happened. Do you know Linder, Sander, and Wander? Who are you talking about, Barb? So I had to ask somebody to go back and look at. It would be not last. You would have to go back further than that to see if was I slurring my speech or anything like that. And he like, no, you kind of sound the same. I'm like, okay, because my son thought I had a stroke. He goes, maybe that's, did you have a stroke in your sleep and you didn't know it? I'm like, I don't know. All I know is my back hurts. She used to sleep with me. Um, she still does every once in a while when she has a bad dream or anything. But I was just like, she wasn't even, that wasn't even happening. So, but I never have ever to say my R words correctly. R-O-Y, Roy. Say Ray, ribbon, run, rain. When it comes to R-O, Robin I can, but Roy, R-O-Y, forget it. Nobody ever caught it. And I'm just like, well, you can't change that now. What are you digging?
I'm digging for Legos.
You digging for Legos? Alrighty. She's digging for Legos. How about that? I joined Best Life. I think I have a southern accent, man. We kind of like, there's just some words I know people slur more than others. And when we went through West Virginia one time. Yeah, that was something else. I don't think I really understood a lot of people what they said, but we also, West Virginia has its own little thing going on. Now, I don't know if Devil Dog is in here still on Devil Dog's Keeper. They do not talk Texan at all. I've heard people from Texas, and I had an aunt and uncle that lived in Arlington, and my cousins were born and raised there. So, yeah, They don't talk. Yes, we are here. All right. I was like, yeah, Double Dog does not talk like a Texan talks. And neither does Charlie from and the Paffords. They don't, because when I think of someone from Texas, I think of the long, drawn words that they say. Because, you know, that's fun. That's an accent. Um, Now, I have a couple friends in Florida. They really have a southern accent. And then Casey from Owensby Farms, he's in Georgia, but he don't talk like, well, maybe he does. He has a slight accent.
Tarsha.
Yeah, she's still here.
I have something for Tarsha.
You have something for Tarsha?
There's this channel me, Mommy, and Daddy watch. It's called Demolition Ranch, and he shoots different guns.
He does.
And sees if different things would stop guns and bullets.
Yes.
But there's also this channel called Kentucky Ballistics, and he kind of does the same thing.
Is that right?
One of them's from Texas, one of them's not. Demolition's from Texas.
He is.
And they both can do intros for their videos.
They do. Yes, we do.
And both of them are married.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Demolition's wife's name is Mare, and she's been in his intros before.
She has.
I've never seen Kentucky's wife, and I don't know his wife's name.
And the only time we saw Kentucky Ballistics' wife was when he got hurt. And that was an accident.
And also Demolition has kids. I don't know if Kentucky has kids.
I think his kids are
grown up.
Not completely grown up. Maybe around your age, a little bit older.
Maybe a young adult.
Maybe a young adult. Yeah. Oh, well, that's fine. Oh, chicken wings sounds good. Oh, yeah, she has shows that they watch, and then she'll talk about them. So, but there's so many channels. I'm like, I look to see how many I was subscribed to. It was 946. I'm like, you're kidding me, right? Now, some of them I've just subscribed to because they had one video that I was looking for, and I'm like, I can't save it unless I subscribe to that channel to sit there and go back to that video. I might just have to, like, maybe I could just write the channel's name down. But then I was like, I don't know. My channel is how I want to be. Excuse me. When you go and you start scrolling everything who you want to see and some you don't want to see, it's like, okay. Then you got to think, like that Charlie them. Well, I haven't seen this channel in a while. I haven't seen that channel in a while. What's going on? How come that's not in my feed? And you have to go back and it's like, make sure you just subscribe to them. And it's like, my goodness. Now, somebody was talking about being grandfathered in or something, and I caught the tail end of it. So I think that was part of it or something. If you'd already been subscribed to them for a long time, that you didn't have to go back and watch 2 or 3 videos of theirs. They changed stuff so fast. Oh, okay. Create playlists and add the videos you want to save and rewatch. Cool. And I do put them in my watch later videos. That's kind of full too. But granted, knock on wood, it's not just me to put stuff in the watch later thing. She does too. She has this. PS Toy Reviews. It's and Paul and Shannon, and she likes watching them because they do a lot with the LL dolls and stuff and everything. So she has learned how to put stuff in the playlist, watch later playlist, and it's like, okay, dokie, we got some things that we need to go do because she's. I was looking through it the other day. I was saying it was at least 100 videos that she's done put in there herself. We need to sit here one day and just go through all of these, watch them, or delete them. If we've already seen it, it needs to be deleted. Or if we're not going to watch it, just delete it so we can get the list down a little bit more. And then Mitchell was doing it last night on in Hendrickson. Y'all know who I'm talking about. And then Danny Days was doing it too, talking about how you can go into on the YouTube side, go into customization and all that. I don't have any of that. And I'm just like, I'm following along. And I'm like, I don't have any of that stuff. So I don't know if it's because my YouTube is older than y'all's or something, but yeah, I still can't go in there and find High CNC Farm to put in there like we could do a chat like doing this now, to go into the YouTube side and put subscribers only. I don't have that feature. For some reason I just don't. And I'm like, that makes me kind of confused. But I'm alright. Put in watch later also before we watch video. I put in a video playlist so I can see it. Okay, I understand that, Joy. Thank you. Is this so? When I was looking at my YouTube studio the other day, I have this nice little button now that came up, and see, I'm trying to take the brightness down so we can see it. If y'all can see it now. It has a nice little money sign right over here. And I was like, ooh, that's new. It says monetize. And I was like, ooh, am I getting that close? So I click on it and it says I'm at 545 subscribers. I'm halfway to 100 subscribers. But my hours are 267. It's like, okay, dokie. I've got a long ways to go, but that's okay. I'm good at that. And then, oh, by the way, think about hours and stuff. Jamie or Devil Dog or anybody, do y'all know if Belt Loop got all his hours in yet? Because I know everybody was working hard on that too. I felt like a village joy when I figured out how easy it is to remove a watch later video. Oh, Tasha, you can come up here and help me. I'm not having a lazy day. I wish. The subscriber should only be there. Handicapped friend uses StreamYard and does lives for subscribers only all the time. Okay. Has still got yeah, I'm being lazy now because I'm not editing videos. I call them doodads. I don't know if anybody heard that terminology before. We call them doodads. Put the little things here and there through the editor. Oh yay, good he did. I am so happy. That's like it's so cool to help people get past that mark so they can get monetized. Hard now. It was never like that in the beginning. Yeah, in the beginning, and then when I started in 2018, it was like you only needed 1,000 hours watch time, and I was like maybe 500 subscribers at the time. It wasn't that many subscribers, as long as you had, I would say maybe it was 500 or something, and 1,000 hours watch time. You got monetized, and that was now it's like give me 3 minutes, alrighty, and it's like, why are you making it difficult? We're making y'all money. You know, have any options of it such either. I'm assuming it's because we're not a new channel and only on 53 subs. I've been doing this since November of 2018. We'll make 4 years I've been doing the channel. And all through that time, when you first started, you had your community tab. You only had to have 1,000 hours watch time with, I want to say 500 subs. It might have been 1,000 subs and 1,000 watch hours, and you got monetized. Um, as far as like, there wasn't Nightbot, but you still could have mods in there. You had that and everything, but some of the other features that everybody is showing, I didn't have it when I first started, and I still don't have it. So I don't know. It's because I'm not 1,000 subscribers or how that goes. But Danny, she's like 472. She can go in there and pick that if she wants only subscribers only and everything. They sure did. And I'm just like, because at the beginning, it was like, that's how some of these other bigger channels were making so much money at the time. Because 1,000 subs, 1,000 watch hours, you got monetized. There was all these little restrictions, I want to say, that they have now. Um, but then I go back and some channels that are like 1 million subscribers. And this one channel, they don't watch anymore. But it's like,
what channel do we not watch anymore?
I'm not going to say.
Is it Mr. Beast?
No. It is not. They do some really dangerous, I'm going to say, oh, yeah, they do some dangerous things on there. And yeah, they're still monetized. They still get their money. They're still sponsored. And when you take like 3 sets of trampolines and put them on top of each other and then jump off of one to another trampoline down below, I don't care how much safety people you got around. You have no safety harness on you whatsoever. And your channel doesn't get dinged or donged or nothing else like that. And you kind of wonder. Yeah, they took, oh my goodness. Back then it was, I want to say it was maybe between 15 and 20% they only took. It might have been less than that. And now they like hungry. So, but I was like, well, because that's one thing I think what happened besides my hands when I first started the channel. I was growing good because and everything, and then all of a sudden, it slowed down, and then um, and this changed and that changed, and then then with the kids stuff that changed, and that's what people were telling me. You go in and make a video, and you choose not for kids or for kids. Then it hit show more, and it says restrict over 18 or not restrict and everything. You had to put No, it was not made for kids over 18, and then it has restricted for 18 and over only. We had to go in and put all that in there because if not, they're going to put your video as made for kids. They changed that too, and I didn't know that. So I had to go back through all my videos and switch it. And that was last weekend. I was like, oh my gosh, this gives me a headache. It took me 3 days to do that because I was just like sitting here. I get through like 30 or so, and it's like, I'm done. I could turn this off. Because M. Padmar was the one that sit there and told me, you know, don't put that on there. Send somebody else. And I was like, okay. And then Bland's Promise Ranch Land, Eric and Monica last Thursday and everything, because she was talking about to go watch my video that says scary things. And she was going to put in the chat. She goes, Nancy, it's age restricted. I said, yeah, because I have to do that. I was like, I'll go back and change it because we're typing in the chat. So let me go check it and everything. So that age restrict thing was what we had to put in. That was like 2019, 2020, because this was before um, the pandemic and all that. We had to go in there, and it was not made for kids and everything. All right, hold on. I had dropped the link one time before. And the YouTube side is slow. So it's like, man, things are, and they change so fast. I'm like, I'm not, I can't keep up with that. I'm sorry. I will, if it really is something that I need to know, I know I'm going to hear it through everybody else and everything. That was like, if you want the plays video fast, then they don't get credit. Then you heard you can win it fast and they still get credit. And it's like, what do you do? Do you not win the video fast and just like go all the same speed? Hey, Tarsha.
Hey Nancy, how you doing?
I am doing good. I'm sitting down doing nothing.
Like me, I've been in the bed all day.
Hi, Tarsha.
Hey Anastasia,
Hi.
how you doing?
And
Did you hear what I said about the gun channels?
I did.
I'll be right back.
I'm gonna have to write it down.
You
So I can go to it. Hey Miss Andell.
Don't forget the channels are called Demolition Ranch and Kentucky Ballistics.
Hold on 1 second. Let me.
Wait, Scott's Kentucky Ballistics might be from Kentucky. I don't know. His name is called Kentucky Ballistics.
Okay, he got he got millions of subscribers.
Uh-huh.
And what's the next one?
They do. Demolition Ranch.
Demolition Ranch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ooh, they got 11 million subscribers. Oh, I'm already subscribed to him.
You are?
Yep, Demolition Ranch.
Do you watch his channel?
I don't think I've seen anything in a while. Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, I was like, I sit down. But see, I've always been that way since I got hurt in 2010. If I sit down too long, I can't get up. If I sit for 10 minutes, I can't sit down. Because it used to be, I sat down, like my son would have to pull me up out of the chair.
Get real stiff.
Yeah, and I said, that doctor said, he goes, that's three things going on. He goes, ain't, so.
Yeah, that's how
Uh,
my MS is. If before I start moving more, I
mm-hmm,
sit down and I just get stuck. My joints will get real stiff.
exactly. Can
Yeah.
Anna sit back down, please?
Oh, of course.
Thank you. But
Thank you
yeah,
for those channels, Anastasia.
You're welcome.
if y'all type, I forgot, home, it will put your link in the channel.
Just
Um,
home.
home.
Okay.
But I forget to say that because everybody, I think we all in here all have know each other.
Mom, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you going to make your mugs
How am I gonna make my mugs
and phone cases?
and phone cases? Well, the spring store is supposed to do that, but that thing doesn't work for me. I was nothing. I got frustrated back then because everybody was going through Teespring, which is spring now,
Mm-hmm.
and they had merch and this and the other, and I tried, and the more I tried, the thing would not work, and then those links still won't work. And then I went to the spring store and it said some of the things are not, some of
Mm-hmm.
the products aren't available anymore, and
Oh,
this, that, and the other. And I'm like, well, why do you still have it on there that you can click on them if they're not available?
right. And that's your merch.
Mommy and Daddy's
Mm-hmm.
name, is that okay?
Wow.
Just make sure. And then I was watching Ivy's Beanley. I don't know how to say the last word, so I'm not going to say it because I will butcher it like no tomorrow. But I have a link. They go through Bonfire.
Mm-hmm.
So I went on there, made it through my channel name and everything, and boom, 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 that stuff came right on up. Customer service emailed me, reckled me. If you have any problems, do you have any questions? And I was like, gee, they're right on top of it. I'm like, cool. I was trying to see about doing stickers too, but I was like, I was gonna go through like Home Depot, Office Depot, or
Mm-hmm.
Staples and all. Mm-mm. I'm
And
not paying $100 for just 50.
um, another channel recommended this other company. Let me find it. I said I was going to order mine because I did. I got stickers, but I want some better stickers. Um, Sticker Mule.
Like,
Yes, Sticker Mule.
yeah, I was like, man, I remember back in the day, we used to go buy stickers. You could get 250 of them for like $30. And I'm like, do I what Office Depot once? And I was like, it was 100 stickers. I want to say 100 stickers for $150 or something like that. And I was like, you
Mm-hmm.
are crazy. And then they wouldn't, I was like, mm-mm. If it's not, I'm sorry, easy now just to be able to click on one, two, three step, forget it.
Yeah, because the ones I did, my stickers, the first ones I did were through Amazon, one of the custom companies that go through Amazon,
Right.
but they came on a sheet. They didn't come individually, like if you want to give them out.
Yeah, and then Avery has their products that they've had in Walmart and
Mm-hmm.
Staples and all for years. And I'm like, okay, some of the stuff they don't even have in the store anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You have to buy it online.
Yeah, those stickers are pricey. And Sticker Mule is pricey too. Oh my goodness. I didn't know that. Put it over there, man. Well, I guess I'll be hesitating on ordering anymore anytime soon.
I know, because everybody's going, let's just, because we've done sticker swaps before a long time ago,
Mhm.
through homesteading channels. And they're like, Nancy, do you have a sticker? I'm like, no. I'm like, I was trying to do it through the Teespring store, but that didn't work. And then I'm like, I
Wow.
don't have, you know, money to go to the store. So I'm like, I was looking
Mm-hmm.
last night on Walmart, and it's supposed to be Avery had this thing, a sticker sheet that you can make
Mm-hmm.
stickers, stickers. And I'm just like, yeah, but I bet you don't have it in the store. And I'm not going to buy online and have it shipped, and it's not something that I want.
Right. And see, when I send mine to people, I have to cut them in little squares off
Mm-hmm.
the sheet. And I don't want to do it like that.
Hi,
Hey,
Shannon.
hey, Journey along with Shannon.
So I was like, well,
She said you get a free bottle of hot sauce.
I use sticker mule and get a free bottle of hot sauce, or we did a year or so ago. Yeah. See, you know, we remember that, and then we tell people that, and then they change it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you get embarrassed because I was like, well, I wonder what the mugs are like on
Mm-hmm.
so I clicked on that, and I was able to design what I wanted. It was $17.99. I'm just like, oh my goodness, ain't nobody gonna pay for that a mug that price. So I
Right.
went to check my bonfire because I have it,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the way I want it on there, and it was $17.99 too. I'm just like, well, I guess I'm just stuck with $17.99.
Mm-hmm.
What I
Yeah.
will, what I like to do is invest into they call it Cricket or whatever it's called.
Uh-huh.
They come out with a hat one and a mug to make your own mug. And I was like, as much as I collect mugs, I would like to have that one to make my own, but that's $200.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, ouch.
Yeah. If I seen someone buy that Cricut stuff and did different designs,
Oh,
it's
that's cool. CNC farm.
offer free proofs before purchase. Mm-hmm.
Hmm, that's pretty cool. I have to sit there and think. And
Um,
then, it then Double Dog has his done by Road Dogs
customs.
Customs or something. Yeah.
She said the Cricut stickers on their mugs come off in the dishwasher.
Gosh. Well, thank you, Joy, for letting me know. Maybe that's why the Lord has said to me it pricey so I wouldn't get it.
Right, right. Yeah.
See, I love collecting mugs too all the time. I'm just like, we had so many. Then,
Mm-hmm.
as a habit I have. I like mugs. I like using different ones, especially during the year. Yeah, I have one
Mm-hmm.
for Valentine, the New Year, and then Valentine's and spring, and
Yep.
Thanksgiving
I
and
got quite a few in
Christmas.
the cabinet. Yeah, I bought one mug from this one YouTube channel. The lady had the Cricut machine and she made them, but she was doing the Starbucks logo.
Ooh, that'd be a copyright thing, wouldn't it?
Right, but she was making them. Yep, and mine had the it's actually up here on my thing. It had something about I love something about Be My Valentine. It was a Valentine's mug, but it
Right.
had the um what's the drink machine? What's the thing I just said? Starbucks emblem on
Starbucks.
the inside. I forgot that fast.
It's not an age thing. I'm gonna tell you that. Cause I'm gonna tell you, we were talking about that last night. I was telling my son and daughter-in-law that a bunch of us were talking about how short-term memory we've lost our
Hmm.
short-term memory. I was like, and it's not Alzheimer's or dementia or anything else. I said it's information overload because I had started that my senior year in high school. I would write down my homework, stick the notebook in my locker,
Hmm.
then just take the books home. I knew I needed and forget the homework paper in the locker. And I forget about it.
But mine didn't start till after, like, mine started getting bad right before I got diagnosed. I knew something just wasn't right. Like I got
Right.
lesions on my brain. So I have brain fog quite a bit. I just can't remember certain stuff. It'd be hard.
Oh yes. Uh,
Oh,
Jamie was saying she printed the
belt loops with Avery
Avery
stickers.
things. Hmm. Jamie, did you get that from Walmart? I collect postcards because I'm a photographer. Oh yeah, that was a back in the
Mm-hmm.
'70s. I collecting postcards everywhere you went.
Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm because then I used to print my own business cards
Mm-hmm.
because they already had the business cards things out and everything. And I did print some out for the situation awareness business,
Mm-hmm.
and but when my hip just gave out, start giving out, I was like, I didn't hand anything out. I was like, mm-mm, there's no
Yeah.
way. I just kind of like have put that to the side for right now. I was like, until I really figure out what's going on with my back and my hip. It's like the Lord said,
Mhm.
just put that back on the back burner and we'll pick it up later.
Right. Right. My first set of stickers, I thought it was the Amazon, but it was a different one. But they turned out so tiny. They was like small. They was like a rectangle shape, smaller than my pinky.
Oh my
You heard
goodness.
of Zazzle?
Uh-uh.
Zazzle did my first business cards, my first sticker, and my first T-shirts. Yeah, and they came out too small.
Mm-mm-mm. And I know Vistaprint used to be really big. Everybody used to go through Vistaprint for business cards.
Right.
So you could get like 500 business cards for like $20 or so. And they're still around because I see the advertisement for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Vistaprint was the way to go back in the days. Yeah.
Okay, the oval shapes are at Walmart, but the square ones she had to order. And the same here, Joy. We still collect business cards. I mean, postcards. Now my aunt, she used to travel because she was single. And she
Mm-hmm.
went to Alaska, and everywhere she went, she bought me spoons from
Mm-hmm.
every state she went to. And I have no idea what happened to those spoons, but I had quite a few.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, you were hearing when we first started YouTube, it was so different than it is now. And then I was like, I still don't have those features. I've looked and looked. I went there, went to customization. It
Mm-hmm.
has um, brand info, basic info, branding, and channel information. So, like where you can get your watermark for your
Mm-hmm.
channel, and then the next one is where you put your you get your URL, and then put like make feature channels, and then videos or something that you do, and then it's where you put your basic info about what who you are and what your channel's about, and that's it. That's all I can do.
How long ago, when did you create your page and started doing content?
November of 2018.
Hmm.
So I
Okay.
was like, I don't know if that's, and I'm like, hold up. I was like, so the other day in Danny's live, I was like, well, but she you have a question, so I asked her, and she's just like, you go click here, there. And I'm like, almost said, hold it for a minute. I'm trying to catch up. But then Mitchell was doing it last night, and I was like, so I could I was trying to follow him too, and I was like, I don't
Mhm.
have those things. I looked on my phone. I'm like, mm-mm.
Right.
This is something that I have to either just say, oh
Right.
well, or ask YouTube why I don't have it, and I'm just like, with all the trouble everybody's having with different things, I just want to stay just the way it is.
Mhm.
And then it just make a lot of people a mod, and if somebody comes into the live or the chat that's not supposed to be
Mhm.
there or do stuff, the moderators can take care of it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, just been one of those days. I got a lot of stuff done, and when I can go downstairs and get it done, I'll get it done, and then
Mhm.
my back will go, no, you've had enough for the day. You need to go sit down.
Right. Right. Yeah.
So, and I was telling people earlier, school starts next week.
Mhm.
So, and we do K 12. So, she has two class connects this year, and
Mhm.
one's in the afternoon. And I was like, I know I read where it was Monday through Friday, and then it shows Monday through Thursday, and I'm like, okay, so for the next couple of weeks until I know what our routine is going to be, I'm gonna try to keep it on Fridays. It might
Mhm.
change to like starting later than 3. It just
Mhm.
depends because her English class is from 1 to 2,
Right.
and I'm like, yeah, that'd be kind of short.
Mhm. Right. Yeah. This was my kid's second week. Yeah.
How do they like school?
And they love it. They happy to be back. But like now I'm bored.
Now you're bored.
Right. And now I'm bored. But in a way I wanted them gone. But now I want them back. Cause it's like, where's all the noise? It's like, oh, it's just so boring. And I said I was gonna do my start my cannon. I ain't pulled it out the box yet. I'm like, I'm gonna do my cannon, but I don't have no energy now. It's like I stay sleepy. Like I'm struggling to keep my eyes open. It's like my body's just drained for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I took B12 this morning, but it's like it's not even working.
Have you tried ginkgo biloba?
Mm-mm.
Ginkgo is supposed to be, it helps with the brain, and it also
Mm-mm.
helps with circulation.
Okay.
So that's
Mm.
what Ginko. Don't ask me to spell the second word. I have to look it up.
Okay.
I worked at GNC for a couple of years. So while you worked there, you had to know or at least look it up and learn some of it so you can help customers. And I I learned a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I will tell you from personal experience, all natural stuff works. So what's going on with my phone?
Yeah. I got herbs growing, but I got to look up what's some good herbs. Also that other than the ginkgo that I may have outside that'll work for energy. Cause I got St. John wort, I got dill, I got parsley, thyme, rosemary, lemon balm, mint, um, and lemon basil and
Right.
chamomile. But to me, those all do soothing. You know, it
At
may just
St. John, yeah, go ahead.
it may put me to sleep. All those are like soothing ones.
Chamomile is what everybody uses for if you have trouble sleeping. St.
Hmm.
John's wort is for Yeah, it's a calming herb. I don't know if it will really make you go to sleep. It never did me. I
Mhm.
know it's supposed to help like calm your nerves and stuff.
Mhm.
Now, valerian, I don't know, valerian.
Really.
This right here is what they make Valium out of. Is
Mhm.
valerian root, and now when because I did try, because I don't want to. People ask me how did it affect
Mhm.
you, and so I would try for 1 month. I took one herb just to see how it would do.
Mhm.
Now valerian back then, because that's not the brand I had. I'm telling you, be careful with valerian because it depends on the potency. You will feel loopy the next day.
Mm.
Because I was like, I took it once. One, I had sound like I got the brand it was at GNC. The next day, I felt like, oh my goodness gracious, I can't take this. Well, I have to work
Right.
the night before. Now, like last night, I took two last night, but this is only uh, it's 1,200 micrograms. Yeah, and it nothing. It doesn't. I mean, as far as I can tell, the only thing is, I probably have weird dreams. I had no problem falling asleep. It's staying asleep. Some nights I can sleep 8 hours. Other nights I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'll toss and turn. I'll look. I'm like, I know it's not time to get up because the sun's not out. So please be later than 3 o'clock. I nope, it's 2:30. I'm like, okay. I know, but I understand that brain fog.
Have a good day. Journey along with
All right,
Shannon.
see you later, Shannon. And because yeah, I can wake up. I can sleep all night and wake up and feel like I've gotten no sleep at all. And then I'll have to go. I gotta lay down, take a 5 minute to 30-minute nap, and wake up, and it's like my mind is clear.
Right. I remember I took some allergy medicine, that Zysol. When I tell you that Zysol had me like I had a hangover,
Mm-hmm.
I never can do that again.
Oh yeah. Sudafed used to do that.
Mhm.
That's why that was so popular back then.
Yeah, that Zysol something strong. Yeah. Mhm.
One of the places we visit. Okay, cool. Yeah, I, I know. I was like last weekend. I was like, I'm not going to take any medicine. I want this doctor to see exactly what's going on.
Mhm.
No, I gotta tell you one thing. As soon as we got out Tuesday, we got home. I took some Motrin. I was just like, I gotta take something. I do agree with all natural, but sometimes we just need something else.
Right.
And
Well, you have a wonderful day, Jamie. Be
alrighty,
safe
Miss
out
Lady.
there.
All right, y'all be careful going to the feed store.
Mm. She
Yeah,
said
we're
she can't
sitting there
use.
into what?
She said she can't let her husband use them.
I collect mice from places I visit. But yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you mean. I used to be the well, so places you got it's just a souvenir. You cannot use that. It's for show.
Right. Yeah.
we were talking. My son and I were talking as we were going to the doctor Tuesday, and
Mhm.
he goes, "I'm tired of the prices going up." I'm like, "Well, you either pay the price for it now, or we going to get screwed again in a couple of months." I know, Mom. He goes, "But I want some other things I need to buy because we need to stock on that too." I'm like, I know what you're talking about. I was like, okay, so we're gonna work on this grocery list this week because how can I say it? Not full metal jacket, some hollow points might work. Either way, we still need to, he wants to get some more, and I'm just like, I understand that. So we've been going around looking at what we do have. Are we
Mhm.
good with? Oh, well, ketchup and mustard we already are, but other canned foods and stuff and everything,
Mhm.
like, all right, let's rethink this. Let's look at what we do have and what I don't need. Because talking about canning, that's what I've been doing is trying to
Right.
pull things out of the freezer and can it up so that
Mhm.
just in case the power goes out again,
Right.
it won't go bad. And then I made that watermelon, a blah, blah, red. I did the watermelon jam again, and I made some blueberry. So
Sounds delicious.
let's see. I've heard that too. Ashwagandha
Ish.
good for anti-inflammatory.
Let me write that down. Ash. Wogan.
Ashwagandha. Oh, well, that's good to know. You can take 6 of those. Doesn't mess with RX. Good enough. Well, see, I can't have any good stuff anyway because I'm allergic to it all.
Mhm.
Yeah, the last time I had any narcotics, prescription wise, I flatlined for 3 minutes and my son goes, never again. My son I live with, he goes, mm-mm. So that's one reason I've been hesitant to go to the doctor because I don't know how well
Right.
they listen about that.
Right.
No side effects and don't mess with the RX. All right, CNC.
You have a wonderful weekend. Yeah. It's been raining here for the past couple of days.
Oh, that's good.
Good. But I've been having a harvest pretty much every morning of tomatoes and okra.
That's
Yeah,
cool. So I love okra.
me too.
I like the little, I guess the seeds in it or whatever, but the little things are in it.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Yeah.
so good.
Yep. And then I got 6 more plants growing, but it's a different type of okra. It's the red country okra, hill country,
Ooh.
something like that. Because the ones I've been growing are the Lone Perkins. So I got 6 plants of these other ones, and they're growing. They haven't gotten burnt by no heat or anything. But I had started new tomatoes a couple of weeks ago. The sun burnt those up.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, those and the peas. But the cucumbers planted, the seedlings that I started, and the beans, squash, pumpkins, zucchini, okra, doing good.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I heard that people saying okra loves the heat.
Yeah, because I get a harvest really every day. Yeah, and it's growing. It's one of my okra plants about 7 feet tall.
Oh my goodness.
It's tall.
That is awesome. Now, a
Yeah.
couple of years ago, through the homesteading channels, they had an okra challenge who could grow the tallest okra.
Mm-hmm.
I
My
forgot who won, but I thought that was pretty cool because they were like There were some that were 7 feet tall, and I was like,
And
wow.
mine is actually leaning. So if it stood straight up, because we had some bad winds about a month ago, and I staked it, but the clamp I had on it popped off when he had another bad wind. So it's just just up there. I said I'm gonna just leave it like that since I'm pull it soon.
Right.
But it just keep growing. I got more and more okra, and then I have like fresh new green leaves coming about. So I said I'm gonna just let it run its
Oh,
course.
oh yeah. I love the flower. The okra
Very
flower
pretty.
is so pretty. Because
Yeah.
I grew okra last year. I mean, I got probably about 6 of them off of it, but
Mm-hmm.
I was like, the flower was just so beautiful. I was like, I just grew
Yeah.
up for the flower.
I probably got about 4 flowers on them outside now, but it'd be so pretty. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was like, I miss my evening primrose. Yeah, I planted a couple of seeds. Anastasia and I did. We
Mm-hmm.
plant some in the container, and we plant some out here in the front. Nothing, not a thing. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
there was nothing there. No birds and nothing touched it, but nothing.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
okay. Now I know the birds probably dug up the sunflower seeds out front.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that I'm not surprised about.
Right.
But I was like, for the flowers, I mean, we planted, I think um, it was a blue flower and the evening primrose, and nothing showed up. I was like, I have no idea.
Mm-hmm. What is zipper peas? I never heard of zipper peas. I'm still learning all these different peas and beans and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah. But my peas not, they said that peas like cool weather. So I'm gonna have to replant them again, and hopefully they would I can get a harvest before it gets cold.
Right. All
Yeah.
this.
But my tomatoes leaning too, but they are taking a long time to turn. So I've been bringing them in the house and let them turn in the house before, something happened to them outside.
Right. Now, see, I do remember that growing up. As soon as they be like a yellowish, or as they
Hmm.
start to turn and everything, my mom and them would pick them off the vine and bring them in, set them in the
Hmm.
windowsill
Yeah,
to turn.
because nothing is eating on them anymore. I guess because it done got a little cooler. It done cool down some, so nothing is eating on them. It just taking forever. But I know I haven't fertilized in a while because I said I ain't gonna worry about fertilizing since I'm gonna pull them soon.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah. I won some Calzyme fertilizer through
Hmm.
it was Yogi Hall Farm, Land's Promise Ranch, Country Mama Musing, and Owns Me Farms. They have a podcast,
Hmm.
and um, I won some fertilizer through them. And I got it the other day. It's like, I'm gonna open up. I'm gonna do a video about running it, but it's one of those things. I did a bunch of videos Wednesday. I still have
Hmm.
to go back and edit and add stuff and everything that I did a bunch to this morning.
Hmm.
I gotta do the same thing. I'm just like, I'm not posting them all at one time. I'm like, I don't know. This is for throughout the whole week for the next 2 weeks when I'm
Right.
too busy with schoolwork and I can't do a video.
Hmm.
You try to get ahead and hopefully it works.
Right. Jesus, his Lord said, cook it in the same pot where the ham hock, all sooky now.
Oh, yes.
She said, zipper peas got their name because they are so easy to shell like a zipper. They taste like a lot like a boiled peanuts. Oh, wow. I need to try those. I like easy to shell. peas. I remember we used to shell them when I was younger. We sit
Oh
there,
yeah.
have a big
Mhm.
old 5-gallon bucket. Yeah.
I was talking about that once. Live. If you didn't go pick in the garden, you shelled butter beans. We'll call them butter beans, but baby lima beans. You shelled those and snap the green beans and shelled black eyed peas and shucked the corn.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody worked. I mean, it. Many times my sister and I, my older sister and I, sit there and watch the soap operas in the afternoon in the summer and snap peas and shell the butter beans and
Right. Right. Yeah. I sort of miss those days though. I
I do
really
too.
do.
Those were like simple. Feels like those days were simple days because like I
Mm-hmm.
said, this called the information age, and then this is
Right.
grabbing your attention. Like Pastor Prince
Mm-hmm.
sit there told me that, and a couple other preachers have said that sometimes you just got to turn stuff off.
Right. I like basic.
Yeah, because well, and then when cable came around, that was the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And when cable started in 1983, well, that's when my parents got
Mm-hmm.
it. There was 100 channels, and it was $20 a month for 100 channels, and that included HBO, Cinemax, and the
Wow.
movie channels.
Wow.
Now it's like you're paying 200 some dollars. I'm like, wait a minute, why am I paying more money for you now than when you first came out? And there was only 100 channels for $20.
Right. I remember I used to love watching E.T. and the Never Ending Story that used to come on HBO or Showtime or Cinemax, whichever
Right.
one it was. Yeah, those the good old days. Newspaper on the floor, the box fan on the floor to keep the peas from turning sour.
Oh, I know. Yeah, and I think people now want to go back to that simple life.
Mm-hmm.
That's how
I do.
you really have to really think hard about doing that. If you're used to being on all of social media, I'm like YouTube and Instagram is all I can keep up with. I
Mm-hmm.
do have a Twitter account and I have Facebook, but even when Facebook came out, I only had Facebook. We watched
Right.
the other stuff. It's like, you can forget
Right.
it. I cannot keep up with it all.
I just did Instagram last August and I did this business YouTube last August. So I did them both at the same time. But I had a regular YouTube, personal
Right.
YouTube, when you sign up to get a Gmail. And if you really want to watch stuff, I just put my picture on there and then I started liking videos. And I think I uploaded one or two videos, but it was nothing to be like, woohoo. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, because we moved to Ohio in 2013. Anastasia was born in November of 2013. And then I would say 4 or 5 months after she was born, um, her dad lost his job. And then we had had my disability. So it was kind of like,
Mhm.
we were in a pinch. Then we moved to another place that was less. And then, where my money could cover everything. But then he found a
Mhm.
part-time job, or not part-time, yeah, part-time job, till he could get a warehouse job. But
Mhm.
we haven't had cable, dish, whatever, for
Mhm.
at least 8, 9 years. We have DVDs, and it was cheaper to,
Mhm.
we have Hulu for a long
Mhm.
time, and then Netflix. But they rather subscribe to. They got Disney Plus, Paramount, HBO Max, and Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
And do we watch all of it? No. They have some favorite things, and some of it's just for movies that they want to watch. But then
Mm-hmm.
we've got DVDs and all that we watched and have
Mm-hmm.
got a collection. I say, yeah, a collection going on because sometimes you just don't want to watch TV, you just want to watch a movie.
Right. And see, I got that Facebook too, but I left, like, I don't even post nothing on Facebook really or IG because I said I was just gonna do YouTube full blown, and I never done a TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done TikTok either. Like I said,
Mhm.
that's too much. I mean, I'm
Then
older.
I'm old school because I'm old. No one had AC except the grocery store and the rich folks. None at the school either. Kids today would be through before noon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, let's see here. We didn't have air conditioning until like 1975.
Mm-hmm.
And that was because my mom's sister gave them gave their old window air conditioner to us because my mom's sister and her husband bought them a new one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, no air conditioned car, the windows go down. You know, it's hot in here. Put the window down.
I remember riding in a Ford LTD, red windows down in the country.
Yeah, riding in the back of a pickup truck. Never thought about anything about falling out or anything like that.
Right.
We just held on to the side and we just went.
Exactly. Yep.
Um, so riding in the back of a pickup truck. What's that car? We call it a car truck. That's not what it's. See, I don't even remember. Oh my goodness.
Back then, you can ride on the back of a truck without getting fined or whatever. Now I don't think you can ride on the back of a truck, pickup truck.
No, no. Yeah,
They,
get on the bumper of the truck and hold on to the tailgate and
hmm.
ride around the block.
Right.
Now, I've never thought about falling off or getting hurt because we knew better.
Exactly.
We won't,
Exactly.
no, we won't stupid. Didn't take a
Mhm.
skateboard and hold on to a car either and
Yeah.
ride down the road because we knew that was stupid.
Mhm. Yep. Joey Bless, like I said, I don't really watch anything but YouTube. Yep. That's
Yeah,
it. And Ranchero.
yeah, because I would sit there and watch people kind of start out to watch how to do things, and then people were
Hmm.
like, "Oh, watch this and this and this," and I was like, "That's what we watched was YouTube." When
Right.
and before we moved in here, so we had Hulu and Netflix, but PBS is free, and that's what Anastasia will watch,
Hmm.
you know, all the time. And I was like, then we put a DVD in or something other. I was like, I remember growing up only having three channels.
Right. Yep. I was used to be on the show with the Price is Right every day. Price is Right. Price is Right.
Mm-hmm.
That was the main thing to watch. Hey, Devil Dog, how you doing?
Going in the back of a truck, especially during rod runs. Cool.
Oh yeah, riding now. It'd be scary now since they stopped us.
Yeah.
Was the car truck a Ranchero?
No, it was oh my goodness gracious. It's right here and it's like, you know what it is, but you can't say it.
Mm-hmm. Devil Dog said with Bob Barker or Drew Carey. It was the old man back then. when I was watching the will the Price is Right. It was the older guy.
Barker.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yep.
He was on there. I think he was the only one that ever had on there until he retired.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now, I don't know if anybody remembers this show because this is old, the Gong Show.
The Gong Show.
I think it was before you were born,
Was
Tasha.
it? What they did? They do use the gong thing?
Yeah, they had this. It was like a talent show,
Mm-hmm.
and they had three judges, and it had a big old thing. You took a gong and you hit the. It's like
Mm-hmm.
the gong them if they wanted to go off the show or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But that was funny. That was like a paid talent show, old talent
Mm-hmm.
show.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing it. He said Drew Carey was a Marine.
Yes, he is. Yes.
Hey, Belt Luke.
Hey, Butler. Yes, there are a lot of people there in Hollywood that movie stars and all that served in the
Mm-hmm.
military that people don't realize.
Yeah, really
You
don't.
know, so and then they finally find out, like, oh, really? You did that? Well, yeah, because they love their country.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, oh my goodness, I am not trying to yarn.
Right. If you yarn, I'm a yarn because it's like I'm already ready to go to sleep. I'm serious. I've been like at this for a few days now where I'm like drained, completely drained. I said I might have to take me a break from YouTube
Hey,
because
that's
I'm
understandable, because not Garden State Gardener, Great Farmer. He
freelance.
has something wrong with his teeth.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes, I'm taking a break. I was like, I don't blame you one
Right.
bit. And I'm just like, y'all just,
Mhm.
that's some days, that's like a couple of weeks I didn't post nothing. I was just like, I hurt too bad. I ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, y'all done made me yarn and Devil Dog talking about you making me yarn, telling you making him yarn. And now I done
No.
yarn.
They said that's contagious. I was like, how is that contagious? It's because it's a fight thing, I guess.
Right. Jesus Lord said that Chevrolet made a El Camino. Was that the little
Yes. There you go. That's it. El
that
Camino.
truck?
That was the car. My best friend, her uncle had that car. That he had El Camino, and
Mm-hmm.
they would get in the back of that, and he ride them around, ride us around, and everything. Yeah, never thought about falling out and getting hurt. We would lay down on the back, and he would take the corner fast, and we slide across the.
Belt Loop is monetized.
Yay!
Congratulations. Wow, that is
Yay!
awesome.
That is so cool.
Congratulations, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
All
that
right.
is
That is
awesome.
awesome.
He said he thinking about doing videos again. So do you get monetization? Like I monetize my lives too. Is it a difference? Because I know you do a lot of lives, but is there a difference between lives and with monetization than videos? Hmm.
And I have no idea. Like I said, they change stuff so much. I not can't keep up.
And now they done got these new rules for monetization. like on a trustworthy system. Like if you rate your videos before you monetize them, and then if your videos don't coincide with what you graded them on, you'll lose monetization for it. And they won't they will start looking at you like, okay, we're not going to monetize your videos. So they're giving you like a trustworthy type system to go by.
Oh my goodness.
And if you fail, you mess up on your own, basically for not telling the truth. Yeah. It's
All
weird.
right. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I use those hashtags in my title because it's like, well, I've said this, this, and this, so I just hashtag it all, just about.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta put a shower curtain in the back of an Okra and filled it with water. Instant swimming pool. Yes, I've seen that too.
Mm-hmm. I've been in the bed all day, except for
I've
do a
been.
little harvest after the kids. I took the kids to the bus stop and went straight to the backyard. I try to do my stuff early.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, same here. I made videos all morning, and I'm like, by the time the bread was done, I was like, I'm done. I was like, it's 1 o'clock. I'm done. It's time for me to go sit down. And I was sitting down in the chair, but I was like, I told the doctor, sitting up straight up is hard. Sitting like this is, hard. So sitting in this chair that leans back, it feels like it takes off that lower back
Mm-hmm.
some, and I'm just like, um, you know, y'all see me up and down because I'm trying to get comfortable, and there's no way to get comfortable.
You started at 3 o'clock, right?
I started at 3 o'clock today.
So it's going on 3 hours for her, and I think I chimed in about 30 minutes ago.
I
Yeah, or was it an hour ago? I can't remember.
think it was an hour ago or
An
so.
hour ago.
I don't know. I haven't been.
Let me see when
I was setting up Nightbot, then tested it this morning on my Great Smoky Mountain
yeah,
premiere. Oh,
it
cool.
was 4:52 when I
Yeah.
said drop the link because I looked for the link, but it wasn't left up there. You know, you can only
They're
go
home.
so
Oh, they
far.
are? Alrighty.
I just saw
Oh yeah, I've been here an hour.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'll be on here for about an hour today. Yeah, I'm like, that ain't working out. I was like, well, then more people start coming in. I was like, well, we'll just go with it.
Joy says she was setting up her night bot. I'm gonna subscribe to y'all, Joy, so I can check y'all videos out. Let me put one of your
Oh,
videos in my watch list, save for watch later, so I can go back because I know after this I'm going to sleep.
I'm going outside to meet mom and dad, okay?
oh, wait a minute. No, ma'am.
I know they're home.
You will wait till they come in.
Okay.
Belt Loop said, "Hey,
You do not look at
Anastasia."
me.
I'm still gonna be.
Somebody's saying hello to you.
He said, "Thank you too."
Hi.
You
She
look
going
at
to
me.
get mommy and daddy.
You're not going to turn that alarm off and open that door because just because they're home, we still don't know what could be going on outside.
Okay.
She
You'll
have
wait.
Nightbot. Devil,
Okay.
I
All
mean
right.
Belt Loop. He has it.
I have not bought. Yeah. She's excited mom and dad are home. And then I'm just like, because I've been sitting there thinking all afternoon, what am I going to fix for supper? Or fix for me for supper because I eat separately than they do.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't, y'all know I can't have regular hamburger or steak or anything else like that. So usually I have mine already done before they get home, or I let them
Mhm.
fix theirs and I fix mine. And I'm just like, oh, I haven't been hungry today. I don't know what that is, but I'm like, if anything, I'll just go to my go to, just fix a can of Campbell soup.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
I was thawing out ground turkey meat because I wanted to use that for supper tonight. That's still frozen. I'm like, that's odd because I took it out last night, and usually by now, it should be thawed. But no, I was like, okay, that's fine. It just sits there. So tomorrow I'll probably use some of it and then can the rest of it.
Hmm. Jesus is Lord said they don't like Nightbot. They was on just Dorsha's live, and it sent her. She sent her my love and peace emojis, and it threatened to block her for too many emojis.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, they talk about that. Um, Lisa at Yogi Hollow Farm had mentioned that. She goes, if you use more than two emojis, they gonna look at you as a spammer or a scammer or something else like that. I'm just like, oh goodness gracious, come on. Now if Instagram would get on the ball
Hmm.
and take some of these things that subscribe or want to follow your account, would be all right. But then I'm like,
Yeah.
that's whatever. The stuff they need to sit there and block, they don't. And the ones that like us and everything, they do things by what their rules are.
Hmm.
You know,
This one guy I know, he used all caps on everything he write, but Nightbot haven't blocked him. I wonder if you just have to have it set up that that whatever over there in that section.
yeah. People, I saw that people can set that up that way. If not for people to put too many emojis in their stream or whatever. I think the limit is three. That belt loop have it. I think the limit is three emojis. They consider it spamming.
Yeah, they be wanting it in caps, the questions.
Yeah,
I certainly seen some people say put like a little design, like a little emoji, like a firecracker type or something that alert them, or a red question mark
right.
so they can easily see the questions.
Yeah, I've seen that Jesus is Lord. I've told people if you have a question, put it all in caps and everything. And then I've seen them miss the question too. Oh, I have my emoji set to 12 for Nightbot because it's YouTube that has issue. It will hit a channel with a spam strike for too many if it's not Nightbot, but Nightbot controls it. Yeah, see that. Yeah, I don't know why you got booted about Gary because I don't have
We got
nothing
booted
going
for.
on.
Oh,
I don't know. This thing is sometimes I think it's them doing it.
hmm,
Well,
right.
that's just like not Criminal Minds. Yeah, it was Criminal Minds. Yeah, the girl they had them working for them, she was a hacker.
Or she wore all black.
And she was the hefty girl with the blonde hair.
Oh,
And
okay.
she had the different glasses and stuff.
Yeah, I liked her.
Penelope. That was her name, Penelope. So yeah. We've been sitting here. They I probably ask her what she had for dinner. She ain't had dinner yet. She had a whole cucumber. She's been snacking all day long. Anastasia has. So I'm like, oh
Healthy.
my god!
You had the cucumber.
And she had cucumbers. She had some a cinnamon roll. We had cheese and crackers. I mean, we've had all kinds of stuff today. So, like I said,
Mm-hmm.
not hungry to have like a big meal, but hungry enough just a snack here and a snack there and
Mm-hmm.
everything. Let's see,
Yeah.
like yesterday, they made a roast in the crock pot with potatoes and carrots. So
Mm-hmm.
they have that tonight because it's enough left over.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, sometimes I do miss having a good old steak. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what I miss the most having good old piece of deer meat. I love venison, and I can't have it no more. And I was like, that's not fair.
It's been a while since I had some. Yeah.
But yeah, I'll fool around with this thing about the subscriber thing, but I was like, I couldn't find it. I was like, I'm gonna have to go back and watch either Mitchell's or Danny's, and
What you were trying to figure out?
well, you could go into where if they say you go into customization, and you could put where it says like subscribers only and all, and I was like, mine is not there at all.
Yeah,
Period.
somebody told me where to go, but I can't remember. Let me see.
Not treasure woman.
Hey, treasured woman.
So
Oh my
I was like,
God.
and if I try to switch from over here to back to the YouTube side, it just lags. It makes everything go slow. So I was just like, well, I don't know if it's just StreamYard having that up. It takes everything. Well, it shouldn't, but I don't know. Doing good, Treasure Woman. How are you doing?
I don't see where it says subscriber only in the settings. I thought it was there. I thought that's where they told me to go.
Yeah, because I was listening because Eddie Double Dog was doing it, and I was like trying to keep up with him one night, and I was just like, well, forget it. I'm like, I was right where they said to go, and I was like, it's not there. What are y'all talking about? And I was
Yeah, I
like,
don't see it.
then I figured, so maybe it was in the StreamYard side, and it's not in the StreamYard. I'm like,
Yeah,
whatever.
I'm in the screen yard side, but I don't see it.
Now I did find where the talking about when you do for giveaways and all to pull that up. I did find that,
Mhm.
but to go in to put in like subscribers only for your live
Mhm.
broadcast, forget it. I can't find it.
Yeah, I don't see it either. I went through the settings 2 or 3 times. Yeah.
I know. So I was like, I look. I was like, it's 6 o'clock. I was like, we should have supper. I'm like, I'm not hungry, so I'm not gonna fix anything.
Right. Yeah.
On YouTube's live, you go in. Here you go. Joy Best. Joy. On the computer when you set it up to go live. Not sure in StreamYard might be paid only for that. Okay. All right. I'll have to look at that.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Tasha. Do you want to keep on going or?
I'm gonna go to bed. Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, I know as soon as I lay back down, it's gonna be a wrap.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for coming in and everything. I enjoyed it, and I will let everybody know if the times change next week
Okay.
because
All right. You
I
all
don't
have a
know.
blessed weekend as well. She
Thank
said she
you.
had to go rattle some pots and pans.
Big hugs and big love.
Right. Good.
All righty,
Good.
everybody. Y'all have a great evening. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. God bless. And I love y'all.
Love y'all too. Love you, Nancy and Anastasia. And
I love
see y'all
Tasha.
soon.
Everybody, later.